So, Henry, you've done a lot of research, a lot of writing on self improvement and relationship improvement. If you had to zero it in on one specific ingredient, one thing that you can do to improve that relationship, what comes to mind?
Okay, now this is one that people don't think of enough, I think, but it's one word, and the word is structure. Here's the way
Hmm.
life works. Whatever we're usually able to do, then we pull it off. So if you're able to get to a certain level of intimacy and your communication is good or whatever, you're able to do that. You don't need a bunch of structure. It's like there are people that get up at 5 o'clock every morning and they work out and they're in shape and all this. But if somebody's not pulling it off, if a relationship's not where it needs to be, you've got to add some structure in order to build that capacity, just like you would bring in a trainer if you're not able to do it on your own. The word structure means to build. It's like a building, a structure. We put a lattice up so a plant can grow. So here's some examples. Go to a weekly session with a marriage counselor. Get a get a regular meeting with some kind of marriage mentor. Get in a couples group. Do a regular reading with your spouse of a marriage book. Go to a seminar once a quarter. Have a date night once a week. Structure means a time and a place that we have dedicated for some activity to happen, and we're going to show up that's going to make the marriage better. You've got to structure it, or it's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah, Leslie and I often say to newlyweds, choose your ruts carefully because you're going to be in them for a long time, right? We find ourselves just going into ruts. What you're talking
That's
about
right.
is carving out grooves. You're talking about
That's
being
right.
intentional with healthy grooves that become habitual. You don't even have to think about it. Oh, it's Thursday night. This is our date night, and the
That's
babysitter's
right.
coming over. We already have those kinds of things. I love that because that is something that most people don't think about. Structure. It's great.
Really, really, really important. Really, really. When you were toddlers, your parents had to say, "Okay, it's story time, but first it's brush teeth time," and it happened in a structure. Now you do it without thinking about it. That's how marriages are built.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. Those kind of habitual things, those patterns that we find. I love it. Henry, as always, thank you.